"31 years ago, Mark Stutrud converted a former St. Paul auto parts store into a microbrewery. His goal was simply to brew his Summit Extra Pale Ale to serve what back then were a few selected beer drinkers who like craft beers. Since then, Summit Brewing has grown into one of the nation's largest regional breweries. Craft beer has become trendy, and Stutrud has helped mentor others who have started their own small breweries. Even though he's remained regional in focus, he's had plenty of competition from major players.
After we had been around for about 2-3 years when Sam Adams came into the marketplace, that's when we had our first target on our back. And there was a time in the state of Minnesota when Sam Adams outsold us 2-1. And we kind of kicked back and thought that, it doesn't need to be that way. So we literally reclaimed some lost ground and really grew the business here at home to where now we're outselling Sam Adams, which is a very popular brand, by about 4-1.
Stutrud accomplished this by building his business upon relationships and, equally as important, maintaining consistent quality. That means paying attention to every raw ingredient and doing several quality checks as a beer is being brewed, bottled, and packaged.
Consistency is something we'll never lose. If we don't meet the expectations of our customers, then there's something wrong. Size and scale really is up to our customers. The size of Summit Brewing Company really is determined by the market and how well we execute.
It's been a labor of love for Stutrud, not only because he enjoys beer and beer culture, but because of his deep loyalty to and understanding of his customers.
We're in a very dynamic, competitive marketplace. The environment is such that the beer drinker is consistently and continually looking for something new. So we get traded out, so to speak, but then our own experience is that we get traded back in because we're so reliable and trustworthy, and people will get what they expect when they order a Summit.
In 1997, Summit broke ground on its current brewery in an industrial area off West 7th Street and moved in a year later. The expansion allowed Summit to increase the number of beers it makes, but the process was challenging, and to Stutrud, felt like he was starting all over.
When we made the decision not to cap our production at 34,000 barrels and stay on University Avenue and keep our lives pretty simple, obviously capping production in our sales is not a growth plan. We decided to take the leap to build a new brewery from the ground up. And it was a huge surprise to look at the price of success and the cost of expansion.
Even with the expansion and the addition of a line allowing Summit to can its beers as well as bottle them, Stutrud plans to keep his business regional, a strategy some say is conservative.
Our conservatism is actually more of a position of humility. We are pretty humble. We may not go out there and brag a lot about what we've accomplished because we've achieved a lot in this area. But a part of it has to do with the fact that from day one we've competed directly with some pretty large concerns. And when you're competing with large national and international businesses, just to be able to garner and earn a niche of business as we have, I have a lot of respect for that process. And for us to gain the trust of our customers, that's something that we don't tamper with or necessarily exploit, so to speak. My methodical nature, I do owe that to my father. I grew up valuing manufacturing at a very deep level, and one of the things that I learned from my father was that you make something for a living.
Stutrud's definitely accomplished that goal, and as he looks to the future, he set up an employee stock participation plan to benefit those who have helped him build his company. As for retirement,
I've got another good 10 years of work ahead of me, and I'm just having too damn much fun. being a part of this business, and I'm blessed with having a great group of employees and people here that, you know, we just like to tease the big guys.